Well, like I said, my home base is in Atlanta. You know, I'm out here in Los Angeles because I have to work and I'm developing projects, but, you know, that's where I am. And, you know, Atlanta's a very close-knit community, close-knit entertainment community, although, you know, they're kind of at the forefront of the music business now. It's a very, like, small, close-knit community, and I've known Dallas Austin for quite a number of years since I first moved down to Atlanta. You know, he had told me that he was putting this film together with 20th Century Fox about black college marching bands. You know, I had expressed some interest in being a part of the project. I definitely wanted to do it, but, you know, of course, you have to go through the process because everybody deserves a fair shot, you know, to get these roles. So, eventually, I think they had auditioned kids out here in Los Angeles. They had auditioned people out in New York, in Chicago. They auditioned like mad people, and they wound up coming to Atlanta and, you know, just saying, well, hey, you know, why don't you audition and see if you can do it? And I did it, and they liked it, and I was able to do that, you know, to do that role, and it turned out to be a successful movie. It gave me a chance to work with Nick, who's a friend of mine, and it was cool, man. Like, Drumline was ill. I mean, to shoot a movie in Atlanta in the middle of the AUC during the summertime, like, you can't get any better than that, especially if you know, a young dude at the time, like how I was. I think I was maybe like 20 or something, so I was in heaven.
Of course, you were sitting there probably on the yard like, hey, yo, what class you going to? Can I walk you or something? Can I hit a little bit of Stay With Me for you or something?
Yeah, absolutely. No, man, it was love on the set every day, man. Like, it was dope. And, you know, to sit up and play the drums and to learn all those techniques, those sticking techniques, to learn the cadences. Like, it was great, man. It was great.
Yeah, and those of you that don't know, the AUC is consisted of Spelman, Morehouse, and Clark, Atlanta. And
formerly Morris Brown. Unfortunately, that school is gone. But, yeah, the AUC had all of those colleges, like, right there. So, like, you shooting a movie, and it's like you right in the middle of a college campus while, you know, they're still, you know, in class, and, you know, people are still there. So you can only imagine the mayhem that was going on that set.
Right.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I know. Folks trying to line up and skip registering classes, going to financial aid, getting that refund check just to see y'all shoot. Like, oh, what that candidate? Girl, I'm going to get him his autograph so he can get me in free at the club tonight.
It was mad people that turned out, like, while we were shooting certain scenes, you know, you would just see people kind of just outside, you know, just looking at us and observing. Like, it was cool. And, you know, to do something like that in Atlanta, too, which is, you know, it really hasn't turned out to be a huge film community like that. But I think that we were actually the ones that, you know, sparked some kind of flame there where more films are now starting to come to Atlanta.
Right.
So it was great.
And then also, too, from there, you landed the role of, I believe, Teddy in ATL.
That was another Dallas Austin produced film. While we were shooting Drumline, he told me about ATL, which at that time was titled Jelly Beans, and it was going to be based on this roller rink in Atlanta where pretty much everybody that's huge, that's from Atlanta now, first used to hang out. So it was like, you know, the hangout place for, you know, TLC, Outkast, Divine Stevens. It was mad people that used to, you know, frequent this roller rink, you know, dance, and, you know, do everything there. So, and that, it was kind of like the social network of Atlanta at that time. So that he wanted to do a film about it, and eventually, you know, he got the right script together, and he finally got a director, Chris Robinson, attached to it, and you know, we were able to put together a great film. And of course, Tip was in it, so I got the chance, you know, to work with my homeboy, and it was cool, man. Like, we had a lot of fun on that. Like, the skating was intense. You know, we definitely had to learn how to do all that stuff. You know, it was fun. Everything, the whole process of making that film, like, I have to say, it's probably the funnest film that I've ever worked on, because, you know, we were just all there. It was like going and hanging out with your friends every day, and they just following you around with a camera. And then to work with, you know, Chris Robinson, who I've always admired his work from, you know, his music video background and some of the commercials that he's done. You know, to get a chance to work with him, that was great too. And I still have a relationship with him, you know, where I'm working with him on Meet the Battiers. So, you know, ATL was definitely something that I will always look back on and say, like, wow, that was a great experience.
Right, and also Evan Ross was in that movie, Big Boy from Outkast, and of course the lovely Lauren London.
Absolutely. Got a chance to work with Evan, and I got a chance to work with Lauren, of course. Yeah, Jackie Long, who I did Love for Sale with. And then with Big Boy, like, I've known Big since I first moved to Atlanta. So, you know, with the people that are from Atlanta that are in the film, like, those are people that I've known for quite some time. So that was cool.
Now, how did you end up hooking up with Chingy and doing One Call Away, which turned out to be a big hit crossover?